Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. Episode of WWE News Rumors. This is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, use SeatGeek. Use code HODGE. Save $20 off your tickets. This is for any tickets for any event. Doesn't have to be a wrestling show. It could be any event. Use SeatGeek. Use code HODGE. Of course, this is for first-time orders only. So if you used SeatGeek before, just make a new account. You can still use the code and save yourself $20 freaking dollars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna kick this off with the first news story. Oh wait, yeah, there's no news story. So basically, I don't know what it is. I feel like in like when we have these big shows like coming up like around Rumble and WrestleMania and SummerSlam, we always have like a bunch of news stories, but after that it kind of dies off until we get close to Survivor Series. Like there's not a lot of confirmed things happening in the WWE. The only confirmed thing that I know for sure that's happening in the WWE is that Monday Night Raw is tonight, and Clash of the Castle is like in 3 weeks or something like that. That's all I know for sure. So let's talk about some things I'm not so sure about, and you should take with a grain of salt because these things are unconfirmed. They're not necessarily confirmed to be news stories yet, and they're called rumors. So ladies and gentlemen, go and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice box ready because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first rumor of the day will be about Miss Lacey Evans. So Lacey Evans, to say that she's had a little bit of a creative miscommunication or unsure which direction they're going. It's a bit of an understatement to say something like that. Like, it's been quite a mess figuring out with her. I don't know why when she returned they like tried to switch everything. Like it worked before and it worked quite well having her do that the heel run. But they brought it back and tried something different and stop trying to fix things that are not broken. Like it's completely fine. Lacey was doing great things. Like she had a lot of heat. She was good. And people were like, "What the hell is this?" And I was digging what she was doing before, and they brought it back. It's kind of like a bit of a confusion. But apparently, right now, the plans for Lacey Evans, creative plans for Lacey Evans. The plans are that there's no plans. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing for her right now. They're still, I guess, figuring out her spot in the new world. Of course, everything's a bit messed up right now that Vince McMahon has walked off in the sunset. Vince McMahon is retired. He's no longer running the WWE, the new powers that be. Triple H is making most of the creative decisions. So I think it's a bit of adjustment, figuring out everyone's place and how we want to do this and how we want to change things. It's a bit of a shuffle trying to figure everything out. And apparently, Lacey Evans right now is not the only one, but she's one of the people who don't really have a creative plan at the moment. All right, the next rumor is about Logan Paul. So Logan Paul, you gotta say, he has, he has impressed me, but I can't say he's impressed most. He's shocked most by his in-ring ability. I mean, he's impressed most as well. I mean, the guy is, he's taken on to wrestling more natural than most. We'll give him that, okay? If you love him or hate him, I gotta respect him though, because he is the first YouTuber that has crossed the line, become a wrestler as well. He's paving the road for all of us to step away from inside of our studios and actually go and wrestle in front of a live crowd and stuff. He's the first one to do it, so I'm happy for the guy. I'm proud of the guy. He's doing great things. But basically, this is an update about Logan Paul. When's his next thing he's doing with the WWE? Well, apparently, it's not going to be for a little while. So he does a lot of outside things besides WWE. Of course, he's not giving up his entire life just to do WWE. So it's one of his side projects. But something else he's going to be focusing on, of course, is boxing. And he will actually not be in WWE for a little while because he has a boxing fight coming up in December. So he's focusing on that. And when I see Logan Paul return to the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania time or something like that, he does still have a contract with the WWE to be a wrestler. So we'll just have to wait and see. But Logan Paul will not be around anytime soon, really that much, because yeah, he's going to be doing a boxing fight in December. All right, the next one of the day is going to be about USA Network. This one's interesting. So USA Network has basically came to WWE, and of course they have a little bit. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about because you're from like a different country, you're not here in the United States or whatever, it's completely cool. But basically, USA Network's like the major network, and they kind of had a hold on WWE because it's where Monday Night Raw is broadcasted every Monday. And sometimes they'll like do creative pitches to WWE and be like, we should do this, we should do that, because they're concerned about ratings, they're concerned about how their show's coming off and everything. And apparently one of the suggestions they came up with is, we need a champion on Raw. Like, Roman Reigns is part-time now. We need to take the title off of Roman. Like, we have to. It's not that simple, USA Network. It's not that simple. He's a tribal chief. He's undefeated. He's this great guy who beats him for the first time, no matter if he drops one title or both titles. It's a huge deal. It's not that simple. I mean, I think it's an easier concept to just make a brand new title for Raw instead of having like Roman drop it. That's how elevated Roman's got. It's to that point. It's like it's just easier to get a new title invented, like than to take one off of him. It's just crazy. But basically, yeah, USA Network, they want an active champion on Raw. They want a main guy. They want I guess a WWE champion. They want them on Raw like every week to be like the face of the show, and Roman can't do that because he's doing a part-time schedule right now. So I don't know how this is going to resolve. I guess Triple H or whoever powers that be are working with USA Network and trying to figure out a solution to this, but beating Roman is not a simple, easy task. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, we have not seen in a little while. He's mainly been doing nothing too crazy, but he did have a pretty good moment earlier this year, if you guys remember. He wrestled Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin came out of retirement to wrestle Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. That was a great moment. Kevin Owens has been doing some good stuff, but he hasn't really been booked like high up on the card, high championship main event material, could possibly beat Roman Reigns material. He hasn't been really booked that seriously like used to. He was booked like a freaking monster. He was just booked great. He was booked as a main eventer, and that's something that kind of slowly changed on the main roster after Triple H lost the grip on him in NXT. Of course, it was like a totally different vibe. So basically, Triple H is wanting to do that again for Kevin Owens, give him that main event legitimate like feel to the guy. So here in the future, near future, hopefully, we will see some good things happening for Kevin Owens to be taken more legitimately as a wrestler, a threat to the championship, and we'll see how he's going to be booked in WWE. But apparently, Kevin Owens, there's some big plans coming up for him very, very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final show. This is the final rumor. This is the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. So this is about Bray Wyatt. This is about The Fiend. How I missed this guy. I was really digging the stuff he was doing. I was buying all of his merch left and right. When I started buying wrestlers' merch, it's a big deal because I don't really buy much merch anymore, honestly. Like, unless I'm really behind a guy, I never bought their merch. That isn't something really new for me. Just, I really have to be behind a guy to want to support and put my money. And just like a lot of you guys want to really support someone before you put your actual hard-earned money into like supporting them and like buying merch or buying, like in the case of Fiend, buying like the masks and stuff. I really dug the gimmick. I thought it was like the best creatively like done new thing in wrestling in like the past 10 years. Like it was really great. That's how much I believed in it. I am looking right now as the time I am filming. I'm looking at my deluxe Fiend mask sitting over there. I still have it. It's not going anywhere. I really want the guy to return. Of course, he was released. He was fired by the WWE for budget cuts. There was also some rumors he had some personal problems going on. Of course, one of his best friends died, and that's not easy on anyone. So I really hope the guy's doing better personally, first off. But second off, I want to see the guy back in wrestling. Like, he hasn't done anything in wrestling since he left. It's not like he's on the indies. It's not like he's in AEW or something. It's nothing like that. He's just kind of been sitting there. So there's a lot of like questions been coming up in the past few months, and we've heard this a million times. I know that Fiend's coming back, Bray Wyatt's coming back this week or whatever. And in fact, there's actually rumors, small rumors, and I'm not saying that it's happening, but there's small rumors saying that the Fiend's gonna show up tonight on Raw. And like, I don't know about that. I believe they would hold it off for a larger show, but at the same time, it is a bigger surprise when it just happens on like a normal episode of Raw or something like that. Like this past week, of course, we had Karrion Kross come back, which was a really star. So Triple H is bringing people back. Why not one of the best wrestling gimmicks, in my opinion, the best wrestling gimmick in the past 10 years, new one anyway, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Have the guy come back. I don't know what it could be. I know some people are pointing tonight, some people are pointing Clash of the Castle or Survivor Series, or whatever it may be, Royal Rumble, whatever. But there's a lot of backstage stuff going on right now. Some sources backstage, I don't know how trustworthy they are. They're saying it's pretty much a done deal. The common belief backstage is The Fiend is coming back since he's bringing back other stars that have been released. Fiend is coming back. But I don't know. Honestly, we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, Bray Wyatt, he's always does this cryptic stuff on Twitter, and you have to think about the words he uses and stuff like that. He's always loved teasing and messing with people, so we'll just have to wait and see where things go. But I would absolutely love a Fiend Bray Wyatt return sometime in the very near future. I don't know when it could be. We'll just have to wait and see. So there you guys have it. That's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your king of Vlogstar, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.